stay until we soothe our soul. It takes all that long.
Woo, 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 woo. Put on the brakes.
Woo, woo.
Welcome, welcome, boys and girls, children of all ages, kings and queens, hoofties, puppies, bung-eyed heifers, woodchucks and chuckettes, right and left-wing wackos. Welcome to another edition of It's News Dash, Newport, Vermont's oldest TV news.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's it. You're watching This News Us. We're
old.
Newport's old. We're very old. We're old, we're drunk, and we're angry. And yeah, we got adult themes, adult language, and you're advised. So wake the hell up, people. There's going to be a little NC, there's some cussing. And speaking of cussing, guess who's trying to undermine the unions and have a right to work for less bill, Andy?
Vicky Strong?
Yeah, Republican, because that's what they do.
She's a Republican?
Well,
Cool, I didn't know that. I don't think she is.
Yeah, our Orleans, Caledonia.
Oh, cool. That's good
yeah.
to know. I need to talk to her then.
Yeah, freedom isn't
Run
free.
for governor under the crazy
She knows
ticket.
that very well, you know. And Strong is so passionate about freedom, she wants you to work for less and work for free and ride free on the union dime, you know. So that employees have the opportunity to decide for themselves if they want to join or financially support a union. You know, never mind that the unions got you your decent wages and benefits and working conditions and hourly wages. And I mean, but
They're
you know,
done, though.
Yeah, well, they are
It's a northern thing.
because we've sold all the industries down the river. There's nothing left.
Well, there was a vote down in, what was it, North Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee?
Well, yeah, and they're talking about prosecuting that jackass senator down there who
Bob
said,
Corker?
Yeah.
No, they're not gonna.
who said, I know they won't.
He's a
of
hero
course.
now. Yeah, he advocated a no vote.
Did you hear what Volkswagen came out and said today?
What?
They said that if you know, because they're so pro-union, and they have in Germany you have to have union men and working people actually on the board of directors. They said that if they can't have unions or whatever, they're thinking of either going to Canada or someplace in the northern United States.
The workers were told that Volkswagen would give them a new model to build if they voted no. So,
well, is that in print anywhere? We haven't seen it.
none of it's in print.
Yeah.
So, Obama begged them to vote no. That's a northern thing. Unions in the South, they really won't wash.
Well, that's
the
why
UAW is blamed for Detroit.
Yeah, they all went down south. Oh, yeah, never mind.
BMW's in South Carolina, Mississippi, and it has a Toyota plant.
Well, because
Alabama has
we're a third world
Mercedes.
nation. And, you know, I mean, geez, it's not because General Motors was building giant friggin' cars while Toyota was selling little ones. You know, and gas prices are going through the roof. That's got absolutely nothing to do with it. It's not that they make 10 grand off each and every pickup and pure profits, you know. I mean, man. Anyways, we got our own stupid people around here. We got more of them. Never mind Representative Stupid. We've got Senator Stupid. And this guy's so stupid, he doesn't
We're talking about Leahy.
No, that's Senator Batshit. This is Senator Stupid, Senator Stupid Star.
Oh, he's a little guy.
Yeah, he's just a little feller. He's unemployed, you know. We got a lot of unemployed people, Andy. Why don't we send them down the Senate? Especially maybe some younger people that do emails or actually have an original thought in their head. Get this. This is from Thursday's paper a week ago. It said the barriers, they're bitching about open government, right? Because they're always doing crap in secret. It says the barriers to open government in the State House are showcased by a mistaken notion espoused by Senator Stupid, Booby Star, Democrat of S-Sucks in Orleans, a lawmaker with more than 3 decades in the legislature. Oh, that ought to tell you something. And like you said, we'll watch the legislative breakfast on the cable show here. You can see how stupid these people are.
It's on Monday.
Oh, I don't know about that. I didn't read anything, but I just know it don't feel right.
Dope will make you all stupid.
Yeah.
And it's a ruinous thing.
Oh, yeah. We can drink.
I'm not real clear on electricity.
Yeah, I got to go get some more insurance down at the theater. Anyways, As the Free Press reported, Starr, the chairman of the Agriculture Committee in the state Senate, declared that his committee would withhold from public revisions to the GMO labeling bill until they were finished with it. Then a legislative lawyer has to come up and tap Senator Stupid on the shoulder and say, hey, all versions of the bill become public once the document goes out to the committee members. Senator Stupid.
No. Executive session. Now.
Yeah. Why does that sound familiar, Andy?
Because we've seen it before.
Yeah, kind of like the paralysis with the board here. Oh, we got a complaint committee. We're just going to throw the rules away. One guy, supposedly a teacher, yet, he wouldn't grab the rule book and actually read the thing. Oh, we'll just follow this other idiot anywhere because we're stupid. We'll just have a complaint committee.
President Hollande's ratings in France are at 20%. He's buddies with Obama.
Obama?
Obama. Our president.
Oh, man. Speaking of which, the cops are always rounding up the gays in Russia, You know what it says on the police on their backs over there?
What?
OMOH. And all I could think of was, man, if they would just catch these guys, in a storefront window or something where you could see the words backwards, it would say homo right on their backs. But they're trying to grab your guns in Burlington, people. So grab your socks and watch your jocks because they're coming. And
buy your red Malbook.
Yeah.
The H in Cyrillic is an N. So
Yeah.
it's Omon.
Well, I don't know what it stands for, Patty, but it says homo backwards on their backs. That's all. Yeah. But according to this, it says the language in the shitty charter would allow pigs to investigate a case of alleged domestic abuse, confiscate any firearms, ammo, or deadly or dangerous weapon as defined by 13-4601. Well, instead of 4601, it should have been 4016. But, we're stupid. And we're going to vote on it anyways because, hey, we're from Vermont. We're stupid. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. Oh, and get this, Andy. This is from today's paper. You know how we decriminalized weed in this state, Andy, and we're not going to rest our way out of a problem, and it's time to, give it up and get with the program and stop jailing people. Well, they gave a kid a felony drug trafficking charge for selling weed to some other jackass kid in school. And the kid who buys the stuff, he gets a civil ticket because he just had it in his possession, yet the other one gets a felony.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it?
Oh, man. No, the whole point is to lighten
set them
up
up and
on
knock them out the
crap.
park. Well,
Lighten up on it. You're worried about kids and drugs, then stop giving them speed and other psychological drugs, you jackasses. Oh, you got no problem giving a kid speed, but let them smoke a joint. No, we're going to get them for trafficking, Andy.
Well, it goes down hard.
Oh, man. It's
goes
over.
away slow. Well, a nun, 84-year-old nun in Tennessee got 35 months for spray painting a nuclear center.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, they broke in.
35 months, 84 years old.
This is our war on terrorism. Yeah, we got to harden all these nuclear facilities and stuff, and this nun and a couple other activists cut their way through a gate and just spray painted some stuff on the walls.
Bible phrases, stuff
yeah,
like that.
Bible phrases. And they waited there until the next morning because the pigs are all sleeping. Of course, no crime ever happens before 5 a.m., right, Andy?
Never.
No. Yeah, you better get out of bed. You don't want to sleep late. We don't want no night shift. And guess what the Vermont shit-faced police are getting, Andy?
Can't guess.
An MRAP. They
I don't
already
know what
have the mine-resistant armored personnel vehicle. They already have. Yeah,
that's
they already.
a useful thing.
Yeah, they already have one armored vehicle.
So they don't
now
hit
they're
any
going to have
mooses,
two.
right?
Yeah. You never
Moose
know
can
when
hurt.
a moose will hurt you. Yeah,
Old man's back, but Obama was back from the NAFTA summit, Three Amigos summit.
What a joke.
He's probably going to approve the Keystone Pipeline. I kind of hope he does so that they leave us alone.
Of course he will. Of course he will. He's a corporate rump swab. The Democrats suck and the Republicans blow. That's the way it is. Yeah, here we are. They announced the acquisition, and we got it donated by the Defense Department, Andy. It's like somebody giving you a yacht, you know?
Oh, cool.
Oh, you're thinking, oh, great, I got a $250,000 yacht. Well, it's only going to cost you $1,500 a month in mooring fees, another $1,500 in dock rent, another $1,000 for the crew to stand by, you know. But you got a yacht for free. Yeah, yay! The MRAP vehicle is similar to the Bearcat tactical vehicle purchased by the shit-faced police for $255,000 in November of 2011. That one,
8-track. That'd be good.
Yeah, you'd never get your credence back. The initial cost for state piggies, including transportation from Mississippi, has been less than $8,000. Of course, the department will spend an unspecified amount of money on customization.
Cool, yeah.
Oh, okay.
8-track,
We
carpet.
get the money. We get the money. Shag carpeting, fuzzy dice. Yeah.
I want some fuzzy dice.
It's going to wind up looking like Cheetah's 64 Chevy. And here's the, oh man, here's that damn Finkelstein shit. When are you going to get a job?
Jobs are overrated.
Oh man, that's one of my favorite movies right there. Hey, and guess what, Andy? They're going to condemn people's houses and take away take away their land, and so the meth heads can build gas pipes on them.
Cool.
Oh, it's safe. It's all perfectly safe, Andy.
Eminent domain, huh?
Oh, sure. Yep.
Where at?
In Moncton.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Vermont Natural Gas. They're going to put a 12-inch pipe through Moncton. Costs $90 million. The Vermont Gas now has 45,000 customers in Chittenden and Franklin counties. It's insane. And then they're going to put it 30 feet under Lake Champlain. I'm sure no anchors will puncture that thing, right, Andy?
Well, it's 30 feet below the surface of the bottom, yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
drop anchor. Adam Loogie, executive director of the Regional Planning Commission, said, well, of course they got to get the gas over to, New York Paper or Ticonderoga or whatever. They signed an MOU that required that the utilities extend services to villages along the route. And we expect them to be good corporate citizens, said Loogie, and pay fair market value. And
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least they're getting some money out of it.
Get this, Vasaka and her Vermont Gas initially offered her $2,500 for an easement to cross her 17-acre parcel, and she didn't want to do it. She rejected it. They came back with a $40,000 offer.
That was a good move.
What's that tell you?
Good. They really want that piece of property.
Yeah. These, let's see. And one lady said, we're heavily wooded. She says, who knows what could happen when they want 2 years of access to my property? How would we know who is on and off the property? These are some questions they didn't answer. It's very scary because we could have been subject to those people. Stephen Wark. Oh, that's an old Yankee name, isn't it? Wark. Yeah. Sounds like the guy on Star Trek.
Hey, the Klingon.
Yeah. Wark.
Klingons. There are Klingons up here.
Yeah. Wark acknowledged that the methamphetamine arrests had cast a cloud over the relationship with the communities. Because, we don't want to hire Vermonters to do the work when we can hire a bunch of non-union meth heads from a right-to-work state like Vicky Strong wants in Tennessee. And here's Art Wolf telling us the obvious, Andy. Vermont immigration trends differ from U.S. Welcome to Viteyville. License and registration, please. Could you step out of the vehicle, please? Could you put your hands behind your back, please? Yeah, that's it. You're in Whiteyville. You're going to stand out. You talk about racial profiling. Every black person that comes up I-91 gets pulled over by the Vermont shit-faced police because of the damn heroin.
If you're black, you must have heroin.
Yeah, that's it. If you're black or brown. That's art, Andy. You're an artist.
I don't know.
Art?
Well, in Britain, you can take a cow skull and put it in a jar with 300,000 flies, and the thing will go for $600,000.
To me, that would be more art than that is. I mean, that's like graphic arts, isn't it? I mean, it looks like you're advertising clothing or...
Pretty much.
What the hell? Unbelievable.
Salon-sized oil paintings.
Yeah. Oh, and here's the thing about organic. Oh, we want hydroponics to be, thanks, Patty, hydroponics to be classified as organic, right? And so they go to Green Thumb Growing or whatever it is at the old church over there. And Rick Middlebrook, the owner of Green Thumb Gardening Hydroponics in Jericho, some very old and dear friends of mine, rightly points out that the vegetation in the old church speaks for itself. A cherry tomato at least a dozen feet long, when halfway liquidized fertilizer everywhere from beefy stalks. Overhead, a cluster of grow lights spun from the ceiling. Other motorized clusters. Lining the stock shelves were brightly labeled bottles with the likes of Bloom Juice, Open Sesame, and Ka-Ching. Hey, honey, it's for weed, you idiot. There's no money in cherry tomatoes, you fool.
No. I got plenty.
Yeah, this is the art. Yeah, I'm not an artist, so I have no right to judge. But it looks like graphic art to me. Forgive me. It's like pornography, right?
After post Andy Warhol world, that's kind of hard to defend.
Yeah.
He's already destroyed that whole genre.
Yeah. And look at this. Here's some more rump swabs patting themselves on the back. That's right. Oh, yeah. And see this jackass with the ears right here? This jackass, Gene Richards, he's the airport director, and he's covering for these jackalopes that own the Skinny You'd Cake. They got an exemption from the city's livable wage law at the Burlington airport for the Adler brothers to open their Skinny You'd Cake and pay below the living wages. It's insane. And here we are, Patty. How much, if you stab or shoot somebody, how much are you going to get in Vermont, Andy?
Couple bucks.
No, maybe 5 years, right? How much do you get if you run somebody over?
You get a walk.
Yeah, you get 30 days. 30 days this woman got for killing a guy. Oh, and look at this guy. That's what happens if you do heroin, boys and girls. You're fat and bald at 26. He looks like the guy from that Bad Roommate ad, man.
Probably looks like that in high school, though.
Yeah, really. I mean, geez, Louise.
Why he does heroin?
25% of Americans think the sun circles the earth.
I saw that. We don't know science. Oh, surprise, surprise.
And on the wake of that, Obama is going to do $6.5 billion in nuclear plant loans.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, people that don't know where the sun comes from or what it is, have some more nuclear plants come their way.
Does that circle the earth or is it the other way around? I don't know, Andy. Well, the earth is only, God made the earth in 6 days, Andy. Unbelievable. This is from Saturday, February 15th. A woman pleads guilty in fatal crash. Ling Wang, 51, received a sentence of 3 months to a year, all suspended except for 30 days. The two-vehicle collision that she started on Vermont 106 killed Nikki Farron, 47, of Springfield. Of course, Wang is prohibited from driving for 5 years.
She ain't gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Until she needs to.
Yeah, it's DLS, man. That's the number one.
Oh, well.
That's the number 2 sport in Vermont, right behind embezzling.
Yeah, driving without a license and stealing money.
Yeah, DLS, drunk, disorderly. Oh, man.
Kerry in Indonesia on February 16th said that global warming was the equivalent of a WMD.
I'm John Forbes.
But yet his president doesn't care.
That jackass supposedly threw his medals over the fence into the White House lawn.
Oh, yeah.
In 1971 or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, reporter was down his house with him and Mummy's.
And they're all there on the wall.
They're all there on the wall.
Yeah,
and they said,
oops.
Well, Senator, I thought you threw these medals over the White House gate. And he said, no, those were somebody else's medals. I kept mine,
Yeah.
Me and Mama T, Mommy.
Tenzing Norgay loaned me his medals.
Yeah. And you know what? And that jackass, he tried to get out of the excise tax and the sales tax for a $7 or $15 million sailboat in Massachusetts.
Oh, well.
Oh, sure. If I dock at Newport, Mommy T says I don't have to pay any taxes. And here we are. Patients seek miracle weed for kids with epilepsy. That's right. Weed saves kids' lives, okay?
Yep. Makes morning easier to tolerate, too.
Yeah, people pack up, especially school, man. I wouldn't have made it through
Makes
school.
the afternoons passable, the evenings okay.
Yeah, some pack up and move to Colorado to buy a special strain of weed. Greta Bucker's been through adversity in her short life. At 7, she was on 5 what the heck is it? 5 medications for seizures, Onfi, Depakote, Felbutol, Keppra, prednisone, steroids. She's been on strict diet. She's had brain surgery. Nothing reduced the 15 or so seizures she had every day since she was 5 months old. They kept her from walking, talking, or feeding herself. The parents thought they'd run out of options until they heard a strain of weed in Colorado reduced the number of seizures. We tried everything, said the mother, who's a nurse. But, you know, what do nurses know, Andy?
Not much.
No.
Or a lot, depending.
Yeah, one of the two. We put our child through brain surgery, so a plant like weed wasn't going to scare me, she said. She's joined a migration of parents after trying countless methods of crippling seizures, of packing up for Colorado for a strain called Charlotte's Web, high in
sounds
CBD. Well, it's low in THC.
Oh, boo, boo.
Well, some of
Boo!
us...
Yeah, some of you all don't like to have any fun.
Some of us could do
Come
both.
on.
You could have high CBD and THC.
I want to live on peyote buttons and mushrooms. I don't even want to come down ever.
That's it. I'm going to be like Alice at Alice's Wonderland. Yeah, okay. The science behind it remains unproven. Now, why would that be,
I want
Andy?
to lick toads because there is no proving anything anymore.
Well, because they won't allow anybody to do this science.
Well, they all know it works.
Yeah,
Come on.
the NIH
We all went
won't.
through the 80s, didn't we?
Yeah, the
AIDS
NIH won't
epidemic
allow
almost
any
destroyed the
research.
world.
No, and the DEA,
And
no.
weed made everyone
no,
sane for a
no.
minute.
Absolutely not.
You know.
Let's see. For the Hope costs $600 a month for the weed, and it's not covered by insurance, but it's worth it because the kid's down to 4 seizures a day, and she's only on 2 of the 5 medications. Oh, but we're stupid in Vermont. We're going to bust you for a felony for tracking because you can have an ounce, a miracle ounce. You can't buy it. You can't sell it. It's just going to float out of the sky and land on your
It's like
ass.
manna from heaven. Tell them that. You've been to the
Yeah.
Sinai, all of a sudden it landed in the car.
Booze? Booze is okay, though.
There is a national clown shortage, so if you want to be a clown, there is work.
And how do you spell border, Andy?
Border.
Yeah.
How many? With O and A, an R, and
Oh
E?
yeah. Well, these drunkies, they kept spelling it BOARDER.
What? Because they wanted to have them like living in.
Well, they're stupid. They mentioned beer 6 times. The history of the Champ's Cup, you know, because we promote liquid heroin. Liquid heroin's good for you. It's insane. Border. The same keg was used year after year and quickly dubbed the Champ Cup. Yo, yeah. But see, they in 24 they lifted prohibition in Canada, but it affected the hockey players because you can't play hockey and not get cocked, right? And so I guess there was a limit. Yeah, if you went 3 miles offshore, you were exempt from the laws of prohibition.
Well, fabulous.
Oh yeah.
A lot of gambling boats out there in the water in California at that time.
Oh man, they used to have this thing called the Black Duck. My father knew a guy who worked on it.
The Black Duck.
Yeah, that's what made the Kennedys rich. Are you shitting me?
A lot of crap made the Kennedys rich.
Oh, speaking of which, they were running on the Mormon channel. They were running Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
Greatest film ever. I've seen that 1,000 times.
It looked like a Kennedy reunion. Oh, your mother can drive, and your father can drive, and your brother can drive, and your mother can drive, and nobody can drive. The Kennedys can. It's insane. Here we are.
Janet Monroe is hot. She churns butter in the first scene. It's amazing.
Oh, man.
Churn that butter, Janet.
Tuesday, February 18th, 2014. Crimes misconduct forced more soldiers out of the U.S. Army. The number of soldiers forced out of the Army for crimes and misconduct has soared as the military emerges from a decade knock-it-down, a war that puts a greater focus on competence than on character, battle competence. Oh, you can kill people, but you know you're not supposed to rape women and small boys unless
Well,
you're
that's
a
a
priest.
recent change, come on.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you could rape all you want. That's how you get the enemy to not attack you. Is
yeah, but you didn't
they
rape
have
your own.
children.
You didn't rape your own tent mates.
No, well, they're practicing.
They were practicing.
We need more war. Obviously, we need to go attack more people so our guys can go over the hill.
Well, they're
rape
making
them
Russia
out.
out to be the boogeyman, so that sure won't be long, right?
Let's go. Let's take them on.
Yeah. The number of enlisted soldiers forced out for drugs, alcohol, crimes, or other misconduct went from 5,600 in 07 to 11,000 last year. Oh, go military! I want to be out
Bring
and
back
raise
Bush.
that
That's
flag.
what I hear. We need Bush. Bush would make it better.
Lick Bush and Cheney.
W is our man. He did whatever he can.
Oh, man, here we are.
Mexican War. 1 in 10 soldiers died. Bloodiest war in American history.
Well,
1 in 10. 10% is huge.
Before or after the revolution?
10%. Well, what do you mean after?
King Philip's War was had the highest.
You know, that's not. Well, how do you interpret that? Because they borrow from thousands of tribes. So how do you limit that 1,000 to a limited number? They drew from hundreds of thousands of Indians. They put out the call to hundreds of thousands. So out of hundreds of thousands, that's like a 1%. If you can, if you count the combatants in that, I read all this stuff on that. Yeah, it's genocide, but it's not all that. Can you compare the numbers?
No, I mean, I want to bet with a guy. He said the Civil War was the highest one, but
620,000. Yeah, but out of millions and millions.
Yeah.
See, there were only 13,000 troops in the Mexican War.
Yeah.
13,000 dead. I mean, but out of, a very small army. So it was the bloodiest war we fought.
Oh, get this. Here it is. There's an article in here about this guy, 22-year-old kid. Now, here you are. Here's a good idea about doctors, right?
They all suck.
Yeah.
Get a better one.
Chronic headaches and double vision sent Matt Damasia Winooski for a checkup with his GP to finally get that lump in his neck checked out 2 years ago.
Finally?
Everything seemed fine, and he was told to watch the lump and went back to classes. That's a Vermont doctor for you. Yeah, just watch the lump.
Lancet maybe?
Yeah.
Eat some echinacea? What?
Yeah, watch the lump and go back to school.
Rub it with menthol and nothing?
But the lump grew faster, and he was diagnosed with neuroendocrine cancer.
Well, that would be the problem.
And what are these kids giving out here, Andy?
Watch the lump.
Yeah, what are the kids giving out in school?
Am I going to be a child father?
Cans. You wonder why people get neuroendocrine cancer and the kids are giving out cans lined with plastic that causes neuroendocrine disruption. Okay, and it's both on the same page because we're stupid.
Well, I think there's way too many people.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
We need to figure out easier ways to kill more of them.
And here we are. Researchers warn of chemical effects on children.
Yeah,
Well, that's just it. If we get rid of the kids with cancer, I mean, that's it. We got too many people here. We're taking over the...
I think doctors should be allowed to examine your child, find fault with it, pin its heels together, and fling it on the hillside.
Oh, man, cook them. You can't waste that good food.
Do like the Spartans, if there's a flaw in that child, on the pile.
I think Jonathan Swift had the best.
Oh, yeah, eat 14 pounds a year. You just fatten up them poor people and eat them.
Everyday chemicals are damaging the brains of unborn and young children, leading to conditions like autism, ADHD, dyslexia, lock IQ points. It was in an article published in the journal Lancet Neurology. I mean, what do they know, Andy?
No, probably
Lancet, neurologists?
Probably
what
pretty
the hell
good.
do they know?
I'm just being attacked. Why don't you have this? Attack this.
Yeah, you better keep one with you for at all times as a talisman to keep the others away.
Can you gird him?
The two argue that chemicals should be tested better before being allowed on the market. They do it in Europe and Japan. It's called the precautionary principle. But we're Americans and we're stupid. We listen to corporations because they bribe the horse we send to Washington.
Europe's getting stupider.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, they make them test their chemicals.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can't use them if they're or you have to have You can't put it out into the food chain if it's going to kill people.
Get your gallbladder removed. That's all. And then you'll live.
In 2006, they said 5 chemicals: lead, methylmercury, arsenic, PCBs, and toluene should be considered toxic to the developing brain. You mean they're
Should
not
be.
now?
Lead?
Oh! Yeah.
There's plenty of lead in the Senate, I bet.
Oh, geez.
Bet you Bernie got him a dose of lead every day.
The doctors did not conduct new studies on these substances based on a reading of research which has been exploding in recent years, and they've added 6 more. Manganese.
Joe.
Yeah, it's in drinking
Just the
water in
obvious stuff.
Bangladesh. Fluoride in high concentrations has caused problems in China, although low levels added to American drinking water are presumed safe because we're stupid. We're going to take toxic waste and put it in your drinking water and you'll be fine. At least your teeth won't rot. Chlorpyrifos, an insecticide used on golf courses and agriculture.
Well, you know, golf courses are pretty.
Yeah, dichlordiphenyl trichloroethylene, which is short for DDT, an insecticide.
That's good stuff compared to a lot of the crap subsequent.
Yeah, banned in the U.S., but
Like
still used in some
cyclamates.
countries.
Remember they banned cyclamates and we
Yeah.
got a whole herd of other crap for decades?
It's worse.
And then they whipped around and went, you know, cyclamates ain't all that. We're going to put it back.
Oh, man. But yeah, because people are too fat and lazy to stay away from corn syrup. Oh, God.
What the
almighty.
hey?
Polybromide
Corn syrup.
diphenyl ethers, PBDE, flame retardants, often found in furniture, electronics, clothing,
Don't eat
rugs,
your furniture.
children's pajamas.
Don't eat your children's pajamas ever.
Yeah. Upsetting the careful balance of brain development caused problems from lost IQ points to severe autism. Low dose exposures are not enough to make pregnant women sick, so they don't know the fetus is getting a harmful dose of it.
Yeah, they are.
No, of course.
Assume the worst. It's probably going to be worse than that.
And look at this, departing for duty, Andy. Isn't that a lovely picture?
It is. It's lovely.
Yeah, Daddy's going off to
fly a helicopter.
Daddy's going
For the
off to
army.
protect poppies and kill the brown people. That's right.
We're losing that war. He's just going to go off and watch us lose.
Yeah, Operation Enduring Fiefdoms, 13 years and counting. Okay.
Longest war in American history and a defeat.
And a
Put it in
loss.
the D column.
We're losing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't win that one.
Oh, geez, and here we are. The theater operations in support of, let's see, the Navy says the strike group will serve the 5th and 6th Fleet.
So
Maritime
he's just going
security.
to stay in the water.
The security, no, this is a different article. In support of Operation Enduring Freedom, whatever it is, something like that. Oh, here we are. Agent sees 800 bags of heroin from a guy off a train in Rutland. What color would that guy be, Andy?
I'm guessing not white.
I'm guessing black or brown. That's right.
Is there a picture?
No.
So we don't know.
Well, what's his name? That's sometimes a good clue.
That's a good clue.
Yeah, Chauncey Merrick.
Sigmund Seinfeld.
To Sean Berry. I don't know. If you're black or brown, you go down. We never get any kingpins. We never get any coming into the country.
Well,
And
we know who the kingpin is. We voted for him for governor.
yeah, and we know there's absolutely
Parmelo
nothing
probably
coming,
does. Knows
Parmerly coming across that border.
Opinion, I don't know.
There's no heroin coming across that border, Andy. None.
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 None at all.
And here we are. Yeah, that's right. Another article on the crap. Yep, powder heroin bad. Liquid heroin is legal and okay. That's right. Drink up, Shriners.
We're a bad rumor. It's gossip. I'm just repeating bad gossip.
Now get this. Yeah, the
At least I
second.
didn't say he's dead.
The second of a fentanyl-related death was Robin Pierce, a 34-year-old mother of 3. She died at Fletcher Allen after the Bristol Rescue Squad called to her home in the middle of the night after getting an unresponsive person call. She was dead when they arrived, but they began to have a rhythm or a heartbeat when they did CPR.
What?
And they didn't use Narcan because her boyfriend was saying it's a heart attack. Now, how many 35-year-old women have a heart attack, you idiots? None of them.
So what happened?
So she died.
They killed her twice?
Yeah. First her boyfriend
That's
killed
not
her.
easy to do.
Then the rescue squad killed her.
All right. Everybody want to kill this woman.
Get this. Narcan was not used because the crew thought she'd suffered a heart attack. That's what her friends, including her boyfriend, told the crew. Her 3 young kids weren't home. Of course not, because Mommy's getting high with her junkie friends tonight. We asked.
What did she die from?
Heroin overdose.
No.
We asked if any drugs were involved, and the people on the scene said no.
No.
Of course not. What do you think they're going to say?
We're Christians.
Yes?
We're Seventh-day Adventists.
Yeah.
We don't eat meat.
It's just nuts, man.
Yeah, it's the way. People like to lie and, perjure themselves.
Well, I mean, Andy...
Perjury's no thing to the state here.
If they said yes and saved their lives, then they'd have the pigs knocking on the door the next day for an overdose.
Well, cool.
They should be, they
could have sold out in the meantime, though.
I mean, why don't we, what should we do, Patty?
What's
should we
up,
kill
Matt?
the kids, too?
Patty?
Yeah, thank you.
Don't Facebook.
Yeah, free the weed and gays too. Yeah.
Being a pill.
If gay people can get married, we should be able to smoke dope.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
What are you doing? No, you can't be my mom.
It starts with a little, just a nudge, and then next thing you know, he's right up in your face humping you.
No, you can't do that. I will draw on your nose.
Oh, and get this, Andy. Did you know that we had a financial crimes enforcement network of the Treasury Department? Huh.
What, the feds?
Yeah, the Speds.
The feds? No, don't call them the Speds. They're my peeps.
Yeah, why didn't they get any of the bankers, Patty? Huh, it couldn't be because Eric Holder, our Attorney General, worked for the corporations, right? And
Howard, he's too busy.
And get this, Howard Nations, a leading attorney from Texas, he asked Obama about this. How come when there hasn't been any prosecutions? You know what Obama said to him? He said, Michelle was a corporate lawyer. You don't think she would do anything bad or wrong, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Of course she would. If you're not going to bite the ass that feeds you. Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, FinCEN writes rules that U.S. financial institutions must follow to help protect the financial system from money laundering and financing terrorism. Unless you're HSBC, then you just pay a fine and nobody goes to jail, or the Royal Bank of Scotland, or the Rump Bank, or this or that.
Oh, yeah, Scotland, you need to cut yourselves loose from the Commonwealth.
Oh, and speaking of which, man, here it is. For those of you who don't know, this is the patent number. Look it up, okay? It says all the good stuff that's in weed, all of it. It's all here in the 17 or 18 pages. 6630507. Look it up. It's right on Google.
Ask for it by name.
Ask for it by name, and thanks to Patty for giving me that, or whoever gave it to Patty, too. It's okay to suck vodka, duh. Yeah, Putin. Oh, they were whipping the Putty Riot girls in Sochi. Did you see that?
That looked fake to me. I think they hired those dudes to whip them. I think those girls know all about getting whipped.
It didn't look right to me either.
Yeah, they're beating us. It's like, you guys are hot. You like?
Actually, for a music video.
It was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for a video, and the press took it out of control. Yeah, trying to make bad things happen in Russia. The Russian athletes are hot. Their curling team, and who else? Their hockey team is sick, awesome.
Patty.
Yeah, Patty.
Yeah, there we are. This episode brought to you by Cocaine Tooth Drops. Ask for it by name. Ask your pharmacist.
I want some. I would do those.
And then he'll write you down
Even though I don't have any teeth, I would do those.
Drug-seeking behavior, Andy.
I would find a reason.
Oh, man.
It's good stuff.
Oh, yeah. I kind of miss it myself.
Good stuff.
In moderation.
No, screw that. You go till you croak or, something else happens. Moderation is for weenies.
Oh, and I told you about this
Dylan
cartoon.
Thomas.
Yeah, really.
Jack Kerouac.
And this is from last
William Burroughs.
Last week's the 7 days, right?
Hunter S. Thompson.
Ted Rall. Yeah, read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
There's no mellow there.
Ted Rall, right? They're interviewing, what if the Nazis won World War II, right?
Did.
They did.
Did you not see the Bush family come back?
Yeah.
They financed Hitler, they came back. Nazis won them. Okay, if they didn't win, okay, well, go ahead.
So this lady on MSS...
Why am I so appealing?
MSSNBC says, Reichsführer Heimlich Himmler III, welcome to the program and thank you for your service.
Oh, this is funny.
Yes, thank you for having me. The Fuhrer says he wants to close Auschwitz. Why doesn't he? Well, we'd love to close the camps. It's a recruiting tool for our enemies. It's hurting our international reputation. But the Reichstag won't let us bring the inmates here to the homeland for trial. What if a released detainee attacks us? Oh, you can't argue with that. You can't argue with anything. If you see something, say something. It's insane.
I guess it was funny the first time.
Yeah, it was better the first time. And get this, there's an article in here about the coroner, right? Dead certain. And I have to call this guy about this because here's one for you doctors, okay? You know, you jackasses, you know you're not supposed to prescribe this crap for pain, okay? But yet they do. 2 years ago, Shapiro's office noticed a spike in methadone overdoses. Was it due to an increasing number of heroin addicts to treat their addictions? No, says Shapiro. His office discovered that some doctors were using methadone off-label or in ways not approved by the FDA to manage patients' pain. And as Shapiro said, it's not like taking an extra aspirin. Once the word got out to Vermont's medical community, the overdoses subsided. But they're still doing it. Still doing it. Right around here, too. So you know what? If it's illegal, you guys are going to have to pay. You must pay. As the Mexicans say, necesito tu pago. Oh, here we are. Weinberger's PAC will not be investing into 3 gun safety proposals the voters will decide on next month in Burlington. The mayor says he backs all 3, but he's leaving the fundraising to Gun Sense Vermont, who, in a February 10th filing, reported spending over $1,000 but listed contributions of only $25.
No, clever.
How the hell did they get 975 bucks in the black? Oh, that's right. They're for gun control. We need some common sense gun control.
LBJ was for gun control, and he didn't have anything right.
Oh, man, yeah. What a jackass. And speaking of which, here we are here. Yeah, here we are. When are we going to have some common sense choking control, Andy? You know, the guy choked himself, and then he choked his kid, and then he choked himself.
He hanged himself?
Yeah, Schumacher did. Yeah, oh yeah. And here
psychos are psychos, man.
And here's one for a good sheriff, right? Get this. In Fairfield, Vermont State Trooper Ben Patnode responded to the scene, but around 1 a.m., Deputy Tom DuPont of the Franklin County Sheriff's Office saw a glow coming from the home. He stopped and realized the house was on fire, called for help, and began knocking loudly and got the people out.
Good for him.
Good for Tom DuPont. And look at this. New FEMA deadlines for decisions on the replacement of the Ag Environmental Lab confuse and worry state officials. Thanks, Governor Dumbass. Yeah, we're going to close the lab.
Worried?
Yeah.
Well, if he cut down on the blow, maybe he wouldn't be so worried.
No, we knew the guy who sold the weed to the governor. This was the old governor who just smoked weed. The new governor is the cokehead. And here's the BT cluster. Yep, 33 million gone, 6,000 customers, but, no prosecutions, Andy.
Well,
A lot of wrongdoings going on there.
At least they're wrongdoing right.
And just like the board here, Andy, the open meeting laws have been broken,
abrogated, ignored, overlooked.
Yeah, come to the NEK-TV board of directors meeting and watch a democracy of democracy.
Well, they keep canceling it. How can we get to it if it's never there?
The laws say that you're supposed to have your next meeting on paper, before you adjourn. But we didn't do that here, and the law says that we're supposed to come up with an agenda as a board before, the annual meeting. But we didn't do that here because we've got fascist pigs running the place. And, they're going to hang on to the very end, Andy.
Well, that's what they do.
Yeah. And look at this. This girl, when are we going to get some common sense knife control? You know what? My boyfriend's dead on the floor, and I puked and drank a bunch of vodka, And
he's dead, and I don't know why.
Yeah, and I don't know why. He wanted
something.
He wanted some of the mozzarella ball.
Do I get paid now?
Yeah, really.
There must be a check in this for me somehow.
Yeah, really. It's time for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Yeah, that's right. Look at that hairdo, Andy. Looks like, where did you get a lawnmower?
I like that. That's kind of chill. Who is that? Is it a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. She looks like she's nasty.
Oh, yeah.
I like nasty.
She returned to Garfield home after a night of drinking vodka with a friend.
Oh, that's the one that had boyfriend dead on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, she can party.
When her boyfriend asked for some of the vodka, she said no and told him to get his own liquor. Then she lay down and puked and fell asleep, passed out. Kind of like you-know-who with his you-know-what down the road there. But, you don't have to, you just pay a fine. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to drive drunk.
He probably deserved it. These guys are usually pretty abusive.
Yeah, right. There's nothing in the record about it.
Well,
when she woke up sometime later, she told cops the house looked ruined and had blood on her hands and under her fingernails, and she saw McCafferty lying on the floor. And Channel 3, get this, something is up, because Channel 3 had video of this guy selling steroids to some screws from the prison.
Well, if her boyfriend was on steroids, she should be able to get off just on that.
Yeah, well, they had video of him selling hormones.
Yeah, okay then.
To a screw in uniform.
Well, he's a stupid and insane son of a bitch.
And look out! Doris is gone, and Doris is drunk again, Andy. And
in the cartoons.
In the cartoons,
and
she's gonna kill Buck.
Paul, here, the CIA's phone number, 703-482-0623. Or just write Central Intelligence Agency, Washington, D.C., 20505. Yeah, you can address the Office of Public Affairs, and mention on the thing, R.E. Steve Merrill.
Yeah.
He bothers you. They'll get all over that.
Doris says, what are you doing home? And of course, there's a glass of wine in the middle of the day, right? And she's got a knife in her hand. He says, I came to talk before the cops come. The police? Why would the police come here? He said, they're going to arrest you for assault with a deadly weapon. Well, I can bet you Doris is going to stab him.
Yeah, speaking of Sochi, Circassians protest in front of the Russian embassy. In which capital? London? Moscow? Oh, no. Berlin? No. D.C.? No. Tel Aviv. The Israelis allowed the Circassians space to protest their homeland being destroyed.
Oh, speaking of which, the Jews are sending back a bunch of blacks to Africa.
What, the Ethiopians?
Yeah, blacked out, 50,000 of them. Blacked out, drunk and horny. But that's okay, he's not responsible because he was drunk.
They'll probably save Africa. Hooray.
Oh, man.
Housing starts are down 110,000 for the quarter. Kinky Friedman says Texas is a bipolar state. Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, he just re-released his old album.
Congratulations to the CIA for the Ukraine. Go, boys.
Yeah, it's working out as good as
Venezuela. Venezuela, they managed to get the Leopoldo arrested. So,
yeah,
things are going good for the company, man.
Yeah. The Russians warned us not to screw with Egypt in this Arab Spring thing because they said, things are going to blow up. But,
really,
we're stupid.
Egypt's lost their mind.
Look at that. Look at which one comes from Vermont, Andy, without looking at the bottom. She's from Vermont?
Yeah.
No.
The other one?
Yeah, the potato-faced one, of course.
We got hot chicks here.
Really? Where?
Yeah. Cow Palace. Couple bartenders for you there.
Yeah, here we go.
Where's Farrington from?
Idaho. Speaking of which, send him home, and begin with Bieber. That's right. Send his lame ass back to Canada.
Yeah, Canada needs to go. They're an enemy of the state.
They are. They're an enemy of the planet.
They're an enemy of everyone sane.
Oh, and look at this.
Harper's a tard.
Oscar's rich and tales of wealthy and poor.
Worse than that. What is Harper? Harper's just a demon.
He is. He's one of Satan's evil horde. Now, get this. Why is Captain Phillips being sued by his crew, Andy?
No, because, it's Hollywood. No, it's all about
Oh, they didn't put that in the movie. And it was way before they even made the movie. The crew filed suit in federal court because he was pirate baiting with their ship.
Yeah, he was. Then they knew it. They did it on financial grounds because he had deprived them of their income.
Yeah. Well, it's the only way they could get standing. Because of maritime law, the captain can do anything. But he was pirate baiting. And why? Who would he pirate bait for? Not of the Navy, not this company, right?
No, probably NSA.
Well, they already know what the pirates are talking about.
Yep.
And speaking of which, this is from today's paper. 2 were found dead on the Maersk, Alabama, day before yesterday. 40-year-old men, Andy. How's that happen?
Bad things.
Yeah, it was in the Seychelles Islands. The 2 Americans, Jeff Reynolds and Mark Kennedy, both 44, were found Tuesday in a cabin on the Maersk, Alabama, which was hijacked in 2009, starring in the drama Captain Phillips. The police gave no cause of death, but said a post-mortem has been scheduled. You think?
That'd be nice.
Oh, yeah, and here we are. The EPA is going to spank Vermont, Andy.
Well, finally.
Oh, yeah. Guess what?
Somebody needs to run the state.
Yeah, they asked Shummy for a plan. The Vermont plan had nothing. There was nothing. You talk about a nothing burger, you nosebag jackass. There was nothing. You're just going to let the farmers splooge our rivers right to snot. Over the last 30 years, the level of phosphorus has been growing, choking off fish, toxic threat to humans, making the lake unusable. Under the gun of a federal deadline, can we come up with it? Well, it's a moment of truth, said Perkins from the EPA in Boston. The Coalition Environment Group said they're encouraged, but took the occasion to emphasize that they expect Shumlin to, he's going to do shit.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Not much.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's the plan? Well, there is no plan.
So there's no suit, though, I hear, either. Where's the teeth in the EPA?
Yeah, really.
They waving the finger?
The EPA rejected a plan the state submitted in November, but saying it lacked specifics.
What do you think?
Well, that's
we
because...
actually have no idea.
Yeah, we just sit around and
We're so used to talking in circles, we didn't know you wanted a real sentence.
Yeah, Markowitz. I mean, look at Markowitz. The woman, she's the head of A&R.
The state of business is the state of business.
She doesn't blink. She's not human. You can see it. We've got video of her at the debates. And here's the girls with the beekeeping suits, Andy. Yup. Yeah.
I think Peter Welch is a bald Ewok.
We tried for freedom. Yeah, that's right.
Is that slanderous? In my opinion, he would be a bald Ewok.
Looking good in the hood.
We have no hood.
No, he is an Ewok. He walks backwards. His feet are on backwards, and he's got big money bags, and he wants to blow everybody that's got a couple nickels to rub together. Yeah, this is insane. How about this one? Pandemonium on United Airlines flight to Billings sent passenger and crew flying across the cabin. 55 minutes into the hour-and-a-half flight. 20 seconds of hell, said Old Bull. Old Bull? E.J. Old Bull.
Good name.
A 26-year-old college. Yeah, that's an Indian name, right? Like Old Two Dogs Bull. Screwing and
Old Bull.
Barb Dick Cat.
Running Bear. Best keyboard player ever.
Oh, and here we are.
TV for a minute.
You need some money? Need some money? Here we are. The AAF&M is going to piss away 40 grand for bullshit on the dirt to plate thing, Andy.
Farm to table thing?
Oh, no, school to prison.
Oh.
Grants are available for farms and food hubs, serving schools, hospitals, and other institutional markets. The AAF&M says 40 grand will be available to the local food market. Thanks, Betty. Market Development Program. The deadline to apply is March 3rd. The grants will be up to $7,500, require 25% cash or in-kind match from the producers, and a 50% match from community groups and food hubs.
Cool. Well, they got to pony up some kind of cash.
Yeah, it's like, what?
At least.
Then why is it a grant?
Well, you know, it's a matching grant.
Oh, here's another grant. This professor got Maris, go figure. I wonder if her husband or if her relatives are the Maris family over in Burlington.
Patty.
That's right, Pat.
Run in the room real quick and turn the dial. Grant sucker gets $5,000 to study.
Mexi slaves on the bus stops. Yeah.
Study them, like watch them, follow behind them.
Yeah, that's it. See how they make tacos.
$5,000. That's how many months are you doing that? For what, 5?
A UVM anthropologist is going to be studying the role Jimmy Grunt's in the state's dairy industry. Ooh.
So he'll have all the answers when he's done.
Yeah, Assistant Professor Teresa Marius, the first Frank Bryant Scholar. Marius research titled The Other Border, Exploring Latino and Latina Migrant Foodways. A $5,000 summer salary. Marius will examine the political...
summer only?
Yeah,
that's
economic
cool.
dimensions of immigrant labor in Vermont's dairy industry and the way people in the system cope with its complexities. Hey, here's how they cope with the complexities.
The complexities are happening in the winter, man. Why are you studying them in the winter?
Yeah, the complexities are that they hop in Migrante Justice's car, total the thing, cocked out of their minds, take the plates off it, and leave the car on the side of the road, and
we did that story.
Yeah, but you know, there's no follow-up.
Well, because there isn't.
Yeah.
No, you get away with murder.
I want to call...
Oh, you get away with driving drunk. God.
Yeah, I want to call Stephanie DeSaro at the state police and ask about that.
Oh, yeah, they'll answer you. They'll get right on that. Teams around the clock.
Yeah. And just like Lebowski.
Here you go.
And here's another one when we get a murder suspect in the third day of hearing. That's right, you know. Nobody coddles murderers like Vermont does.
No, we coddle them.
Yeah.
We make them feel good.
Yeah.
I don't feel like going to prison, Judge. Okay.
Oh, and get this. Airlines were... So many people were getting their musical instruments crushed by the airlines that they were supposed to rewrite the rules.
Yeah.
But...
they didn't.
Yeah, the department... it asked for money in the budget for 4 staff members to write the new regulations, but it was turned down, so we never did it. So we need 4 people to write one rule because we're stupid.
Don't crush stuff.
Yeah, to write a rule that says don't crush crap.
Yeah, try not to ruin it.
Yeah, God forbid.
Well, that's why Anvil Cases was born.
Yeah, and here's Fatso Goomba.
Don't cook an egg, you won't make it.
Yeah. There, Governor Goomba, he's getting in deeper by the day.
What did he do this time?
Oh, well, you know...
old Christie?
Yeah.
He had himself a meeting today. He looked sad and fat.
Oh, and look at this old bat. Oh, sure. She's a story thief, Andy. You know, I went down to Peru and I stole a bunch of stories and myths from the locals, and I put them in books, and you know, and then I sell the books and make a lot of money. Just like the guy over in Irisburg. Oh man, and Kerry's over there talking about global warming, yet they're selling pet coke. Armed mob attacks gays in the Nigerian capital. Go figure.
Well, homosexuality is a terrifying thing in Africa when they're plagued with AIDS.
Oh,
people are childish and stupid.
Here's Muqtada.
Oh, he's bailing, supposedly, even though he's got the 4th most powerful organization in the Arab world.
8 beheaded, all's oil's well that ends well.
He's not really quitting.
And here it is. Yeah, oh yeah, nobody tells their doctor about excess alcohol use. 5 minutes?
Doctors don't care if you bathe.
45 seconds. Yeah, they don't even care if you bathe. Yeah. So once again, you wasted a perfectly good hour of your life watching this stupid show. And
actually, I don't.
It's brought to you by heroin. That's right. Ask for it by name. Heroin. When it was over the counter, we didn't have a problem. But now that it's illegal, it's everywhere. Go figure.
Wow, candid.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you again next week if the good Lord will and the creek don't rise. Until then, get down on your hands and knees. Pray to Akbar. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Pray to is great.
Dogs!
Is great.
takes all night long. Come on and let the good times roll. We're gonna stay here till we soothe our soul. It takes all night long. The evening sun is sinking low. The clock on the wall says it's time to go. But I got my plans and I got plans for you. I'll tell you exactly what we're all gonna do. Get in the groove and let the good times roll. We're gonna stay here till we soothe our soul. If it takes all night long. Come on and let the good times roll. We're gonna stay here till we soothe our soul. If it takes all night long. Listen, might be 12 o'clock and it might be 3.